Hello and welcome to Easy English Chats. I'm Paul.
And I'm Eva. So happy you're here with us today.
This podcast is for people who are learning English and want to practice by listening to real, natural conversations. We talk about everyday topics, the kind of things people chat about with their friends, at work, or over a cup of coffee.
Exactly. We try to keep our English simple and clear, but also natural, the way people actually speak. So if you hear a word or phrase you don't know, don't worry, just keep listening. You'll understand more than you think.
Exactly. Just keep listening.
Okay, Paul, before we get into today's topic, I have a very important question for you.
Oh yeah? What's that?
What time did you wake up this morning?
Oh, here we go. Okay, fine. I woke up at 6:15.
6:15, Paul, that is so early.
I know, but honestly, I love it. I was up, I had my coffee, I went for a little walk, and all of that before 7 a.m.
That sounds like a nightmare to me. I woke up at 8:45 and I still felt like it was the middle of the night.
And that, my friends, is exactly what today's episode is all about. Are you an early bird, someone who loves mornings, or are you a night owl, someone who stays up late and does their best work at night?
Such a good topic. I feel very strongly about this, Paul. Very strongly.
I know you do, Eva. Okay, let's get into it. So let's start with the basics. Eva, early bird or night owl?
Night owl. 100%, no question. Night owl.
No hesitation there.
None at all. I have always been a night owl. Even when I was a child, my parents used to say, Eva, go to sleep. And I would just be lying in bed, wide awake, thinking about things.
That's so funny. I was the opposite. When I was a kid, I used to wake up before my parents on weekends and just sit there waiting for them to get up.
Oh my goodness, that's actually a little bit strange, Paul.
I know, but I just loved the morning. It felt exciting, like the day was full of possibilities.
See, I don't feel that way at all. In the morning, I just feel confused, like my brain hasn't turned on yet.
That's a great way to put it. My brain hasn't turned on yet.
It's true. Like, I need at least an hour in the morning before I can have a real conversation. I just sort of exist.
So, what does your morning routine look like, Eva, if you have one?
Okay, so I usually wake up around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. My alarm goes off. Actually, my alarm goes off at 8:30, but I almost always press snooze.
How many times?
2 or 3.
2 or 3?
Sometimes 4, but let's say 2 or 3. So I get up around 9, and then I just move very slowly. I make a big cup of tea. I can't do coffee in the morning, it feels too strong. And I sit on the sofa and I look out the window for a while.
You just look out the window?
Yes, I just look at the street, watch people walking past. It's very peaceful.
I love that, actually. That sounds really nice.
It is nice. And then maybe around 10 o'clock, I start to feel more human. I have some breakfast, I check my phone, I think about what I need to do that day.
So, you're not really functional until 10 a.m.
Not really, no. I mean, I can do basic things, make tea, put on clothes, but real thinking, real work, that starts around 10:30.
That's so different from me. My routine is very different.
Tell me, what happens in the magical early morning world of Paul?
Okay, so I wake up at around 6:15, without an alarm usually.
Without an alarm? How?
I don't know, I just wake up. My body is ready. I lie in bed for a few minutes, but I'm already thinking about the day. So I get up, I go to the kitchen, and I make a strong black coffee.
Of course you do.
And then, and this is my favorite part, I go for a walk, just 30 minutes or so, around the neighborhood. In the morning, everything is quiet. There are not many people around. The light is really beautiful, especially in summer when the sun is just coming up.
Okay, I have to admit, that part does sound nice. The quiet and the light.
It really is. And by the time I get back, I feel completely ready. My brain is working, I feel focused, and I usually do my best and most important work between 7 and 9 a.m.
7 and 9? That's wild. I'm still asleep at 7.
I know, and that's what's so interesting, right? We're completely different people in the morning.
We really are. But then, and this is where I feel like I win, what happens to you in the evening?
Yeah, okay. I crash.
You crash. Tell the people, Paul.
I get really tired in the evening. Like by 9 o'clock, I'm already feeling sleepy. By 10, I'm basically done. I'm in bed by 10:30 most nights.
10:30? I'm usually just getting started at 10:30.
What are you doing at 10:30 at night, Eva?
Everything. That's when I feel the most creative. I write, I read, I have ideas, I make plans. Between 10 p.m. and midnight is honestly my most productive time.
Midnight? You're working at midnight?
Sometimes even later, 1 a.m. sometimes, and I don't feel tired. I feel awake and focused and kind of energized.
That is truly a mystery to me. I cannot imagine feeling energized at midnight.
And I cannot imagine feeling energized at 6 a.m., so I think we're even.
Fair point.
But I think this is so common, right? People are really different when it comes to their natural body clock.
Yes, absolutely. There's actually a word for this, your chronotype. It's a scientific word that describes whether your body naturally prefers mornings or evenings.
Oh, that's interesting. So it's not just about habits, it's actually biological?
Exactly. Some people are just naturally wired to be more awake and alert in the morning, and other people are naturally more active in the evening. It's in your biology.
So I'm not lazy, I'm just biological.
Well, I didn't say that.
Paul,
I'm joking, I'm joking. Yes, it's real science. Your chronotype is actually partly genetic. You can inherit it from your parents.
that explains everything. My mother is a night owl too. She used to call me at 11 at night for a chat and think that was completely normal.
And to you, it was completely normal.
Totally normal. A lovely time for a conversation.
My dad is an early bird as well, so I think I got it from him.
So we were born this way.
Basically, yes.
Okay, so let's talk about something that I think a lot of people struggle with, which is what happens when the world doesn't match your chronotype. Like if you're a night owl, but you have to start work at 8 a.m.
Oh, yeah, that's really tough for a lot of people.
I have had so many jobs that started at 9 a.m., and it was honestly so hard. I would show up, and people would talk to me, and I would smile and nod, but inside, I was just not there.
You were physically present, but mentally absent.
Completely. My body was in the office, but my brain was still in bed.
I actually think this is a big issue for a lot of people. Society is generally set up for early birds, right? School starts early, most office jobs start early, meetings are often in the morning.
Yes, and if you're a night owl, you spend your whole life feeling slightly behind, slightly tired, slightly not quite right.
Like jet lag every day.
Exactly like jet lag. Someone actually called it social jet lag, when your natural body clock is out of sync with your schedule.
That's such a perfect term. Social jet lag.
Right? I felt vindicated when I heard that. Like, see, it's a real thing.
Has working from home changed things for you? Because you have more control over your schedule now.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's changed everything. Now I can actually work in a way that matches my natural rhythm. I start work a little later, I do my deep thinking in the late morning or early afternoon, and then if I have creative work in the evening, I can do that too.
And you're more productive.
So much more productive, and I feel better. I don't feel like I'm constantly fighting against myself.
That's so interesting. For me, working from home was also great, but for the opposite reason. I could start really early without disturbing anyone in an office. Like, I'd sometimes send emails at 6:30 a.m., and then I'd wonder, should I be sending emails this early? Is this weird?
I once got an email from you at 6:47 a.m. and I thought, is Paul okay?
I'm fine. I'm great at 6:47 a.m.
I was not even awake at 6:47 a.m.
Okay, let's talk about some of the time expressions we've been using, because I think they're really useful for English learners. Eva, can you think of some?
Sure. So we've said things like in the morning, in the evening, at night. Those are really common.
And then we have more specific ones. At dawn, which means the very beginning of the day when the sun is just rising.
And at dusk, which is the opposite, when the sun is going down in the evening.
We also said things like around 6 a.m. That around means approximately. Not exactly 6, but close to 6.
And by 10 o'clock, that means before 10 o'clock or at the latest 10 o'clock. Like I'm in bed by 10:30, so 10:30 is the latest.
Great point. And we used already a few times, like, I'm already tired by 9. That already suggests it's earlier than you might expect.
I love that one. And we said just a lot. I just wake up, I just look out the window. That just makes things sound very casual and simple.
Perfect. So listen back to the conversation and notice how we use those words. They make your English sound much more natural.
Okay, I want to ask you something, Paul. Do you think it's possible to change? Like, can an early bird become a night owl or vice versa?
That's a great question. I think habits can change a little, like if you force yourself to wake up early every day for a few months, your body can adjust somewhat.
I've tried that. I went through a phase where I was really determined to become a morning person.
What happened?
I was miserable. I was tired all the time. I wasn't productive. I wasn't happy. I lasted about 3 weeks and then I gave up.
3 weeks is actually pretty good.
It was 3 weeks of suffering, Paul. I don't recommend it.
I think the science suggests that you can shift your sleep schedule by maybe an hour or two, but you can't completely change your chronotype. Like a true night owl will probably never be a true early bird.
Thank goodness. I feel better knowing that. I'm not trying to change anymore.
I think the best advice is know yourself. Understand when you do your best work and try to organize your life around that as much as you can.
Absolutely. And if you're someone who has to wake up early for work, but you're a natural night owl, be kind to yourself. Don't schedule your most important or most creative work for first thing in the morning. Do the easy tasks first while you wake up and save the hard thinking for when your brain is actually ready.
That's really practical advice. And for early birds like me, if you have the option to start work early, do it. Do your hardest work before noon. And don't feel bad about going to bed when your friends are still out having fun at midnight.
That's so sad, Paul.
It's not sad. Sleep is important.
It's a little sad, but okay, sleep is important, yes.
All right, last question for you, Ava, and this is a fun one. If you could design your perfect day completely around your natural rhythm, what would it look like?
Ooh, okay, my perfect day. So I would wake up naturally, no alarm, probably around 9 or 9:30. I'd have a slow, peaceful morning, tea, maybe a nice breakfast, a little walk somewhere quiet. Then I'd start working around 11. I'd have a long lunch break in the middle of the afternoon, maybe even a little nap. I love a nap.
A nap? Yes.
Then I'd work again from around 4 until 7 or 8 in the evening, then dinner, relax, maybe see friends or read, and then from 10 p.m. to midnight, I'd do something creative, write, plan, think, and go to bed around 1 a.m.
That sounds genuinely lovely.
It does, right? What about you?
Okay, my perfect day, I wake up at 6, naturally, feeling great. I have my coffee and go for a walk as the sun is coming up. I do my most important work from 7 until about noon. Then lunch, a bit of exercise in the afternoon, maybe some lighter work or admin tasks in the early afternoon. By 4 p.m., I'm basically done with work. I have a nice long evening, cook dinner, spend time with people I love, read a book, and I'm in bed by 10:30, and I fall asleep immediately and sleep like a baby.
Falling asleep immediately, I am so jealous of that. It takes me ages to fall asleep.
Really?
Yes, my brain is still going at full speed. I lie there thinking about everything.
That sounds exhausting, honestly.
It can be, but I've learned to use that time. Sometimes my best ideas come when I'm lying in bed in the dark.
I love that. We really are wired so differently.
We are, and I think that's what makes this such a great topic because everyone listening right now is probably thinking about which one they are.
Absolutely. And there's no right or wrong answer. Both are completely valid. The world needs early birds and night owls.
Exactly. We just need to understand ourselves and maybe be a little more understanding of each other. Don't judge your night owl friend for sleeping in, and don't judge your early bird partner for falling asleep during a movie at 9 p.m.
That has never happened to me. Definitely not.
It has definitely happened to you, Paul.
Moving on.
Okay, that's it for today's episode of Easy English Chats.
Thank you so much for listening. We really hope you enjoyed today's conversation about early birds and night owls.
A quick reminder, whether you understood everything or just some of it, that's completely okay. Every time you listen, your English gets a little bit better. That's how it works.
So keep listening, keep practicing, and don't be too hard on yourself.
If you'd like to practice your speaking, try describing your own morning or evening routine in English out loud to yourself or to a friend. Use some of the expressions we used today. I usually wake up around. By 8 o'clock, I'm all ready. I do my best work in the.
Great idea. Little speaking exercises like that make a huge difference.
And we would love to hear from you. Are you an early bird or a night owl? Come and tell us by leaving a comment.
We read every message, and we love hearing from our listeners from all around the world. It genuinely makes our day.
It really does.
All right. Thank you again for spending this time with us. We hope to see you next episode.
Take care of yourselves. Keep chatting and keep learning. Bye for now.
Bye.